SLC update for the 22nd of September. AJ is a sell at the high level. We've got a descending median volume point, which is that blue line. If you get like some candles below, then it's essentially a bearish sign, and it kind of like works as like a price magnet. Signals down, and we've got a bearish sentiment. They are going slightly long. SLC above is 75.80. 75.08, and your monthly support one is 75.96. Looking long term is 73.84. That's potentially a candidate. It all depends on the risk, as you know, because this is a sensitive risk instrument. MAs are bearish, and the signal's down. So yeah, so can potentially grab that SLC, to be honest, 75.06. AU. So we've got SLC above 72.35 and 71.84. I forgot to say that the AJ was a signal, but I think you might have known that already. AU is also a signal to sell. So them going long over time. MAs are bearish. We're below monthly pivot, and if you look left, there isn't much support as well. Yeah, so probably down to here, 71.84. I think it's quite large, the SLC, and technicals are aligning as well. Euro Oz monthly pivot is 16296. We are crossing above, so we might be seeing a weak Aussie, which would be great because then we'll make lots of pips on our signals. So if this comes up, that would be good for us. Monthly pivot is 16296, and the SLC above is 16348. SLC below is 16254. Pretty strong, but we are a sell, but they are selling over time. Right? So remember, the dynamic is stronger than the static. This is just a photograph, and this is a movie. This is real time, and we can see what they're doing. So if they sell it, up it comes. See? It's just like a mirror image. It's quite cool. Euro USD. Now this got jawboned by Lagarde. She said she was monitoring the appreciation of the euro. So that's like to say they definitely don't want a strong euro. She wouldn't have said that otherwise. What's happening now is that we're seeing retailers, they're trying to buy the dip. Because they're doing that, it's going to make the situation worse. This is the biggest shift on our calculation on the shifting. So SLC below is larger, 117.25. SLC above is 117.80. You can see why they've got their stops there. It's just, are we looking? Yeah, it's just below those lows, isn't it? So that's why they've got their stops, but they don't realise that people can see, we can see where their stops are, and if we can see them, then so can the banks. So they think they're trying to outsmart the market, but they don't realise they're forming the majority. So I think that SLC is going to get targeted at 117.24. MAs are bearish. Pound USD. Now this would be green now, but buy now. So the SLC below is 12757, 12825. This is what I was saying. Just have a look at your charts. If you've got like some descending moving averages, then it's bearish. Just really at a high level, really. So we've got a high Kanashi candle below monthly support 2, which is 12831, and we've got a bearish sentiment. So yeah, remember to lock in your profits to break even, because we might see a reversal because we've got BOE today. So just be careful. Just make sure whatever happens that you've always made a profit, and if it runs, then it runs, and then you made lots of pips. You could also use a trailing stop as well. NU, we're breaking monthly pivot now, which is good for our signals. So 666 was the level. SLC above is 66.85. SLC below 66.44. We are a buy, so that's something to be aware of. But perhaps the dynamic over time is more powerful than the static. So MAs are bearish. and the SLC below is larger, so 66.44 would be the target. And likewise, you can see why they've got their stops there. It's just because it's below those lows. Makes sense, doesn't it? Those guys are going to get stops taken, I think. EJ, monthly support 2 is 12287, breaking that. Sideways in the sentiment, SLC above is 12350 and 12238 bearish. Amaze. Get this indicator, it's really, really good. Just let me know if you want to get access to it. It's on the starter pack, so grab it from there. Pound yen, bearish, descending line. We are a sell, but they are selling it, so we have to be a little bit careful. If they continue to sell, up it can come. The SLC below is larger. Likewise, you can see why they've got their stop there, 13349. So that looks like it's going to get raided. And 13432. Quick one on dollar yen. We are a sell, and they've been going long for a while. However, technically we're quite good on the MAs. SLC above is 105 on the dot, so it's dead easy to remember. And your SLC below is 104.13. Dollar CAD. Now this is interesting because it looks like we're going to just about yeah, we have taken it. Yeah, we took that SLC. So your monthly resistance 1 is 13324. Yeah, so we are a sell, but they're selling it over time. If you follow your eyes up as I come down, look, see this, up it comes. They sell it, so up it comes. Now what's so be careful with this MR1 because what happened with the dollar Swiss, we hit MR1 and then we went sideways for a while and really heavily sold off. Don't forget we are a sell sentimentally, but it does depend on the dynamic. So SLC got taken, so I'll revise that on the spreadsheet. It'll probably be a bit higher. And then 13290 and dollars West. So this is what I was saying about the MR1. Here, we hit MR1, went sideways for a period of time. Yeah, and then we just fell really heavily off MR1. We tested pivot and went back above. So that might happen to dollar CAD. So be careful with the dollar CAD. It is a buy signal. So 92, that's easy to remember. 90, 99. MAs are bullish and they're selling. So because they're doing that, up we come. Gold. How are we looking? 1922, and we've got 1846. It's a sell. I think they're trapped now. Signals down, MAs are bearish. Quick look at pound, because there was some debate whether or not this was a signal to sell, but then it invalidated. But I said it's still a good candidate for a sell. The reason being is that if you look at your weekly fib, your 38.2 resistance is 12837, and now your target should be 12662. That's a lot of pips. So yeah, just risk reward, and don't forget to do your analysis and stuff. Don't take the signals blindly. If you get a signal to open the trade, just look at your chart quickly. Spend 5 minutes looking at the technicals. If it doesn't look like a buy or a sell, wait until it does, and then you've got your confidence. So the signals are for bias, really. And yeah, happy pips. I think we're going to be making lots of pips a day by the looks of things. So it's going to be really good, and we can probably close potentially tomorrow because we would have made our 200 pip target. So yeah, have a good day, and I'll speak to you later.